If you guys didn't know yet, my main computer is down. It's one of the reasons why you've seen close to nothing on this channel, and very little activity from me the past week or two. Although I've done very little the past couple of weeks. That's because college was crazy. Now it's not as crazy, but my main computer is down. So don't expect high quality things at the moment. Like, this video is probably going to be majorly uncut. So I'm probably going to have moments where I'm just going to pause for a few seconds and then continue on. And normally I cut that out. But the only computer I have right now that is kicking is the laptop that the college has given us. And I must say, I'm thankful for it. It has really stepped up to the plate to keep me going on schoolwork and whatnot. And I still am running 2 monitors, and it's fine. But man, it doesn't have as much of abilities as my beast, as I call it, because, I mean, it's got a much smaller processor. It's, like, I don't think... it's trying to edit videos on that thing is just going to be a mess. So, yeah, expect low-quality stuff for now until I get a replacement for my computer, because, as far as I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure it's a motherboard problem, and that's not good. But I can still develop New Frontier Craft. I mean, this thing is enough to run Minecraft at like 60 FPS on basically normal render. All the code is on OneDrive, so it's shared between my laptop and my beast, which I'm thankful for, because then I wouldn't have to set it up on my laptop since my beast is down now. New Frontier Craft is open source, and I'll throw a link in the description. I believe it should work properly. I believe I've tested it once, and it compiled correctly, and I could run New Frontier Craft on a completely new set of files. Open source, it's general public license at the moment, version 3. If you want to add a New Frontier Craft, feel free to do so, and if I like it, it's going in the source. But let's see. Don't expect live streaming. I mean, I have done very, very little on New Frontier Craft recently, but I want to get back into it. I mean, it was mostly because college was crazy for a few weeks, and now it's not, so... But I still need to start scheduling myself to work on New Frontier Craft, because if I don't schedule things in college, it doesn't happen. So much stuff happens in college that you just gotta schedule stuff if you want to get it done. So, I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it on this guy. This guy might be capable of it. I really don't know, though. It might be laggy as can be and just undoable. So I might just don't expect live streams, but I will try. But the big announcement. Why is this video titled Old Frontier Craft? No, it's not because I feel like I'm getting old for New Frontier Craft. No, it's a new project. It's an idea that's been knocking at the door in the back of my mind for a little while now. And now that I met the beta expansion creator, I started knocking louder and louder, as I realized the beta expansion creator and I have a very different view on beta. So, what is Old Frontier Craft? It is basically what I wanted New Frontier Craft to be back in the day, but with all the experience I've gained from New Frontier Craft, it's basically a true attempt to recontinue beta. No, it's not an answer for your nostalgia, as I used to call New Frontier Craft. I mean, New Frontier Craft back in the day was supposed to be a new continuation of beta, but it ended up turning into a freestyle continuation of beta, where I just kind of dropped, what would be considered beta for the best sake of the game. I added in a ton of ores. If Notch would have continued beta in how it kind of was back in earlier beta, he probably wouldn't have added 30 ores like I did. So New Frontier Craft is kind of just freestyle, make the game big and cool. Whereas Old Frontier Craft would be a real attempt to make beta continued in a much better way. a big thing that's always been bugging me about New Frontier Craft is I really wish I could play beta worlds. Where, like, I had this world called the Arc of Time. You've probably heard me mention it before. It was the world I played back in the day. My single-player world. And I really wish I could play on that world still in New Frontier Craft. I mean, sure, I could create some crazy converter where it would take a world and add in New Frontier Craft ores, it would change the items you've collected to New Frontier Craft equivalent things like, probably diamond pickaxes would become steel pickaxes or something like that, because that's about the same. Things like that. But it's not the same. New Frontier Craft is not supposed to be the same as beta. And I want something that is much more similar, and you can play it on your old beta worlds, as if it were a real continuation. So it's not going to have a bajillion ores. In fact, there's probably going to be no new ores. But there will be new stuff added into the game to improve the experience and the things you can do, just like beta was back in the day. It'll be simple. New Frontier Craft is very complex. And me, the beta expansion creator, and I are working on it together, where we've set up a rule, because we have such different views on beta, that I believe where we intersect on an opinion, like say we both disagree that we should add a new ore. So we'll throw that out because one of us disagrees on it. But we both agree that upside down stairs should be added. So we'll add upside down stairs. It's that kind of format that I think it's been why I've been not working on Old Frontier Craft. Because I wanted someone who could be a partner who has a very different view on beta than I, because I mean, my view on beta is what I create into New Frontier Craft, because I have big ideas for beta. But I also want something that's a lot more authentic, and that will be Old Frontier Craft. And I'm excited. We're taking it very cautiously, and we're cleaning up. Like, New Frontier Craft is a mess. It's a mixture of code from when I first started learning Java to where I'm now very experienced, and at the same time, New Frontier Craft is on Bucket, which that's a mess. The way New Frontier Craft is set up, I mean, even open sourcing it, like, you have to do a bunch of steps to get it correctly working. That's a bit of a mess. You can't just simply download the Git and have it working. And I don't know. It's just New Frontier Craft is just all over the place, I feel like. And this one we're taking a very clean steps, where we're even trying to decompile the code better so that we better understand beta code first. We're taking it cautiously because we're doing that first before anything. And then, because it'll be nice and clean, because we'll have a much better understanding of what everything does because of that decompile, like, modifying the code is going to be much easier. And we're not going to put it on Bucket because that'd be stupid. So, again, it's just going to be so much cleaner than New Frontier Craft is right now. But another thing to know is that this is not going to replace New Frontier Craft, and you've probably gotten that idea right now because, like, I still want to have big things in New Frontier Craft, like the industrial update, like the agricultural update. That kind of thing is not going to happen in Old Frontier Craft. I mean, sure, we might update how you grow things in Old Frontier Craft, but not quite like how it will in New Frontier Craft. So New Frontier Craft is still a very big project on my end, but a much cooler and much more cleaned up version, really official feeling version, would be Old Frontier Craft. I mean, I am still fascinated at the comments I'm still receiving today on New Frontier Craft. I mean, I've been working very little on it, and I've gotten so many people that still contact me on Discord that are like, dude, I just encountered your New Frontier Craft game, and I just want to tell you, like, it's incredible. Like, you're making me feel like I'm new to Minecraft again. There's so many new things to find in the ground. It's exciting. I just want to tell you that you overdid yourself, man. I'm like, man, I just keep getting these comments, and it makes me happy. It makes me want to keep working on New Frontier Craft. So I will return to that eventually. I mean, I've done, again, very little the past couple of weeks, but I will start scheduling a time, like every Tuesday and Thursday, just work on it for like an hour and a half. So then we're still getting some development, at least. Just another thing I just want to talk about is Minecraft is such a strange game because I don't know how I'm not sick of it yet, like in its entirety. I must say, I do feel like as time goes on, I am getting a little bit older of Minecraft. I know a lot of my friends have stopped playing it now, even after all these years. But somehow you always return back to it. Like, I've taken, in a sense, a couple weeks of a break here from just any Minecrafting. And I'm ready to head back into it. Like, how does this game just keep going? Like, I don't know. It's crazy. But it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I don't burn out by, only working on it here and there during the week, but just because of that, and, the feedback I get nowadays, it keeps me going, and it's great. It's cool to see New Frontier Craft, and possibly Old Frontier Craft, just keep pumping. And I hope to see you on that server.